Planet Vero Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We're so happy you can be with us here today. This is Lori Davis, and I am your realtor for life with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. I always talk about Vero Beach and real estate and lifestyle, because it's not really about homes and condos. It's really about the lifestyle that we provide, and that's why people move to Vero Beach, because of what we have to offer. And we have the most beautiful town. We have just some wonderful things to do. I'm going to talk a little bit about real estate, and then we're going to talk a little bit about lifestyle. So, and I'm the guest today, as well as Cindy Schwartz, our engineer. Hello, Cindy.
Hey. I got to give myself.
Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here to get the show on for us today.
I am here with you.
I know. I'm so glad to have you.
Thank you.
What's going on with the babies, with the great-grandbabies?
Oh, my goodness. My Liam he's like crazy anymore. He's a year and a half going on 14. My daughter buys him everything. I'm like, that's going to come back to haunt you. Now he has a bounce house.
Okay.
A baby bounce house. He's got everything. He's got a bike, a tire. And the other grand people are here, so, watch out for that. You get all the dynamics of the remarried, and so there's like 8 mamas. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So they're all in Vero Beach right now.
Well,
visiting?
they're all visiting now. So they rented an Airbnb, and they're up in Melbourne, and they're having a gay old time. Yeah, they're out of Texas and Mississippi. I can't keep track.
All right.
Yeah, and then baby Lucas eats constantly, so he'll be huge.
He does. Well, Liam was a good eater too.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And they're both good babies.
Grace is just a great mom. She's doing really well with them, I'm so proud of her. Mm-hmm. And I just give her my best.
She's doing fabulous with it.
Hello. So that's very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit about real estate. At the end of 2022, everyone said, all the pundits said, there was going to be a housing crash, right?
Yeah.
That was Moody's, Goldman Sachs, Wharton Business School, all these people, they were just saying, and this was one of the reasons that there was this consumer confidence was just absolutely down. It was terrible. And everyone had. Now, during the fourth quarter, they were talking about a crash. These forecasts put doubts in the minds of consumers and what the strength of the real estate market was going to be. Consumer confidence sank, and that caused people to hesitate home buying or selling as they entered 2023. And that was exactly true what happened. Now, if you tell everybody and you scream it, and they were microphoning this thing, it is going in the toilet. It's going to be terrible. Well, guess what? Now they're kind of sort of backing that up a little bit, and they're not screaming it as loud as they were. So you're going to start reading these articles. They won't be front page. They'll be down a few pages. But the global housing market seems to be stabilizing faster than expected, despite months of rising mortgage rates, according to Goldman Sachs research. Housing prices are defying expectations and are rising in major economies in the U.S. So you can tell people what's going on. Consumer confidence can go low, but now all of a sudden everybody's realizing that there's still some good things to be had in the market. There's even people are realizing, Cindy, and you and I have talked about this, mortgage rates aren't as bad at 6%, right?
Mine was 7. I bought my house 30 years ago and it was 7, and then I remortgaged it. And we've talked about this on this show and other shows. So you get the mortgage if you can at 7, and then you remortgage it a couple of years later for 5 or 5.5. What's the craziness about it?
That's it. Marry the mortgage, date the rate.
Yeah,
I know. It is true. It is true.
I mean, if you can qualify for the 7%, but I mean that was unrealistic at 2.8, 2.9, and 3.
That was
to me
a bonus.
Unrealistic.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
Not sustainable.
Absolutely true. And now, if prices are continuing to rise, then it's better to get in now.
Right.
Right. Everybody was thinking, I'm going to wait because prices are going down. And that's what everybody was told.
Right.
And that's not the case. So that's why they're saying, it's time to jump in if you can qualify, Cindy, as you say, to that home. And very shortly, you're going to have an appreciation in your home as well. Many times, it's appreciating month to month. I was reading things today.
Okay.
So depending on exactly where you are, like the island was doing stuff like that. But
well, that again is unrealistic. I mean, that's a bubble. That is a bubble. That type of thing is a bubble. But the ordinary gist of it isn't.
No, it's not at all.
It isn't.
It's not. I think the numbers that I came up with was, the median price of a home in Indian River County is up 21.9%.
Okay.
From last year in May of 2022.
Wow.
That's not a crash. That's not a bubble.
No.
And this is all of Indian River County. So,
well, you know what is it part of it too? And my dad said this 35, 40 years ago when Fort Lauderdale, when I first moved here in the 70s, the end of the 70s, okay, Boynton, Fort Lauderdale, they were going bonkers. Yeah. And my dad said then, in 30, 40 years, this is going to be Vero. So now it's 30, 40 years later, and no one predicted the grapefruit and the citrus kind of stuff. That really evened it out, made the playing field different. But here you go. We've been discovered. It's was the forgotten place. We had 40 good years of it, and now it's like it's getting like everyone else.
Right. It's still a great value.
It's still cool. It's still totally
It's still cool, and it's still a great value because you can still get a lot more here than you can in South Florida or in Tampa or Orlando. There's still great values out there, and you get to live in Vero Beach.
Well, plus we talk about this, the height limits, the building height limits and those kind of things. So you're never going to get the 75-story high-rise or, whatever, the World Trade Towers downtown.
I know. The Spires is holding on tight since 1972. They're the only ones.
They snuck that baby in. Now, I will say in my neighborhood, and I wanted to stop and ask the people because I locked the brakes up on my car. They are putting in brand new, and I hope this isn't, I know it's in a good way. FP&L, I'm sure it is. Humongous cement. I mean, these things are humongous cement utility poles. I call them the World Trade Towers.
Yeah.
But that's probably for the hurricanes because they're just ginormous. And to me, they look like they'd take a battleship hitting them before they went down.
They're amazing, too.
Amazing.
I know. And you see some little wooden pole, and next to it is this monstrosity of a concrete 46-story pole.
Right. It's like a piling for, the Trump Tower or something.
Just drill that thing in.
Put that baby in there, and we ain't going nowhere.
I know.
But, maybe that's what it's for, is that. But, I mean, we're doing good. We are. It's still
We're
little old Vero. Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I always say, you hear me say this all the time, there are people leaving. Okay, there are people coming in. There are still people leaving as well. You've talked about people, your neighbors. I've got a listing out off of Oslo and 43rd, and my clients are leaving. We've got somebody coming in from California, and a gentleman was on that street. He moved here 2020 from New Jersey, and he's like, nope, not working for me. I'm leaving. So he's going, and you realize that there are people, and a lot of COVID people came, and they stayed for a while, and now they want to go back, and that's fine. So it's not just people coming in. I always have to remind people that there are people leaving as well. Yeah. So you don't have to really worry too much about that.
Yeah,
so.
No, well, there's more people that are here for a while. That sounds stupid. That's like a Yogi Berra thing, but...
No, there is.
I mean,
permanently.
Right. Yes. When I came here, there was 7 million people. Now there's 22 million.
No.
Yeah, there's 20.
In the state of Florida.
In the state of Florida.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, in the state of Florida.
We have a county of 167,000 people. The whole county. Right. That's Sebastian, Vero, Fellsmere, and County Incorporated. So, that's like half the size of Boynton Beach or something. I mean, it's small.
It's still tiny compared to that, but it is growing. I mean,
we still have a lot of ag land that's not developed, but it will eventually be. Mm-hmm. I get that. And, if you can't grow citrus on it, it's got value to a developer. So over the years, it will happen. It's going to be more out west. And I think like they did in South Florida, the development west, people stay out west. They get all the strip malls. And
it's a different dynamic.
It is.
It's a way different. And, we started with pineapples and I got pineapples in my yard.
I know.
Now they're making pineapple beer. I think that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
I would try that.
Yeah, me too.
I would.
And so that. Tomatoes and stuff. So citrus wasn't the first crop. It was like, I don't know which crop it was, but it wasn't the first one.
Yeah, no. I bought the pineapples and tomatoes, and then somehow, I don't know if it was water they needed or something they didn't have, and citrus seemed to work. They're getting back to some citrus. They're able to, the greening they seem to have got that under control. So I know some people in the business, they're still excited about growing some oranges out there, or some grapefruit, more
and
grapefruit than oranges. Yeah,
more. We had unbelievable grapefruit stuff.
Yeah, I know.
We did.
I know. Are you a pink or a white grapefruit girl?
Pink. Well, the white are just as sweet as some of the pink ones. And I have to say Florida definitely, and, shout out to Florida over some of the other states, which will remain nameless.
Well, if you go, it was funny because I didn't know there were different white grapefruits.
Yeah,
if you go to Countryside Citrus, Countryside, right?
Yeah.
Countryside Citrus, they have multiple white, and they're different sweetness levels. And I didn't know they were. Yeah. I didn't know they were. They were amazing. I was so excited to try the differences because I just thought pink was the only one that was sweet. But I guess I was wrong.
No, the white ones are too. Yeah. My brothers talked me into that. They hold it for years. And my dad.
Oh, no
That's
kidding.
how we live. No.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you learn everything from the truckers.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, one of the things that we've got with the medium house, the median price was up 21.9%. In 2023, inventory, so that's for this month, is up 15%. Contracts are up 89%, and solds are up 10%. So people are making offers. So that all of that naysaying that people were saying is not happening. People are making offers. And if you know me, I always say that people look in January, February, and March. That's our season. But that's not when things sell. That's not when things close. The numbers will prove it. They buy and make offers in April, May, and June, and the numbers are unbelievable. So if you think about it, April, there was 400 offers, and May had 670 offers.
Yeah.
Now, they won't all close, right? So, because when I looked at it, they were saying like of the 400, maybe 370 closed, right? It's because there's offers made and deals always go through. Mm-hmm. So, but with the 670, I haven't seen the closed numbers of that month yet. So I'll be curious to see, but I'm gathering it's going to be in the high fives, maybe low sixes, but that's a lot. That's a lot. So people are buying now.
I was going to say that is a good number to sustain.
I know.
It is.
And that's just Indian River County.
Right.
That's us. So, yeah, I mean, don't worry. Get your price right, and you will be able to sell your home.
Well, that's the thing, because I know two houses that I knew from the get-go were not priced right. They're totally, and they're still for sale.
Still sitting there.
And that's like 8 months later.
I know. I'm listing a house in McCansh Park very shortly.
Are you?
Yeah, so we'll be talking about it.
Okay.
You'll go by and see it.
Okay.
DSRE market share, we'll get done with that one, onto the cocktail. It's 19.6% market share. That's the number one in the county, is at $347 million year to date. And the next closest broker is at 15.2% market share with $270 million. So thank you, Dale Sorensen Real Estate, for continued great service and sales and realtors and Realtor for Life. Now, on to the cocktail. Thank you, Chef Scott Verricchio with Citrus Grill House. We are having the bee's knees. And it's a gin drink. It's got gin and lemon and honey and soda. And then there's a lemon and lime in there. A lemon and orange in there. It is so good and so refreshing. It's a great summer drink. Mm.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably an Indian River County orange.
I would think it was. He tries to get all local everything if he can get it.
Yeah, he does.
So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Remember that. It's called a bee's knees. If you guys don't remember it, call me. Because if you go over there, they make a fabulous one. I don't even drink gin drinks, but this is one of the ones that I always remember. And right now at this time of year, it's very refreshing. Right, Cindy?
I loved it. It is really good. And you don't taste the gin.
She does never have a cocktail with me. She never drinks with me. But this one, she was like, I like that one. So anyway, thank you, Chef Scott. We appreciate it. Go over and see Citrus Grill House at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. They're open Monday to Saturday. Breakfast, not breakfast, lunch and dinner. I do that. That thing just slides out, Chef Scott. That's always for you.
See him. He's going to be dinging on the phone in a minute.
Texting in a minute. Breakfast.
Ding, ding, ding.
He's open for lunch and dinner. Lunch and dinner, Monday to Saturday. That's it. Don't go for breakfast, but you can walk by. It's beautiful there. Right there on the ocean next to Humiston Park. Anyway. Vero Beach has been discovered, but what about us locals? What about a staycation in Vero Beach, right? We have this great little area, and I went through the different hotels that are out there, Cindy,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So go get it. You can park your car at the hotel, and then you just walk for a couple of days, right? Friday night, Saturday. And if you can, do it midweek, because some of the hotel deals I saw were like a Wednesday night was under $200. Which was really nice.
Well, that's fabulous for oceanfront.
It is, absolutely.
I mean, it really is. And look at the restaurants you have in 3 blocks.
Just walking, just
walk.
Shops and restaurants.
You don't need a car, just walk.
That's it. The everybody knows the Kimpton. Yeah. That's the Vero Beach Hotel and Club. Costa de Este, that's that modern looking one. That's Gloria Stefan
with the huge waterfall.
With the huge waterfall out front. But there's this little motel. It's called the Islander.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Right across from Hummiston Park, right there across from the Driftwood, which is Waldo's. I love this little place.
Yep.
And they have like the best reviews on Google.
Yep.
They do. It's like a 4.7 out of 5. It's amazing. Yeah. It's got a little pool in the middle. They have parking spots for everybody. So once your car's parked, you don't have to move it. You don't have to, worry about parking. And the location is right there. You got Hummiston Park. So you don't need a beachfront hotel, is what I'm trying to get to. You got Hummiston Park where they've got lifeguards there. And then, of course, all the restaurants around. So,
and you got the park there for the kids, the swings, the sand, everything.
Everything is right there.
Yeah. Well, and then you got all the restaurants. You got Citrus Grill right there.
That's it. So Kimpton is the high end, but if you can do a midweek in summer, you can get a $197 rate.
That's totally doable.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And that's a really special. I mean, if you that's just a high end hotel, you'll feel really swanky when you go there. They have a pool and they got, the cocktail bar and
they got a great happy hour.
They do. No, they do at Cobalt. Has a great happy hour. It's reasonably priced too.
I've never been there, but it's really good.
We've got to go. They're like $3 or $5 appetizers. They're wonderful.
I've been facetious. I've been there many times.
You little cheater. Yeah. Okay. And then Kimpton on the weekends is around $500. Now Costa de Este, that's kind of, if you've not been over there, it's kind of Miami, like kind of South Beach vibe. That's, of course, because Gloria's coming up from Miami. But people like it because it's a little bit different than what they see and where they go.
And they got the chairs on the beach and the cabana hoods and all that stuff.
And you can rent a kayak, you can rent a paddle board, you can rent a boogie board. So, and I think at Costa, if you're out there on the beach, they will come and bring you cocktails.
Yeah.
I always like to go Cabana Boy. I think that's great. Okay, I'm going to take a break because the way we pay for this goes so fast. The way we pay for this is with some commercials. But when we come back, I've got a couple other hotels and a day in the life if you're staying beachside. See you in a minute.
Advertising is essential. You've got to make people aware that you're there. We can do that with a cohesive marketing campaign from Evergreen Media. Based on your business goals, we'll create a mix of digital advertising on social media sites like Facebook, video advertising on streaming sites like Hulu and Paramount Plus, and supplement them with local TV and radio ads. Build awareness, educate, and inform the public with a cohesive marketing campaign by Evergreen Media. Check out egreenmedia.com or search online for Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, including lots of slipcover styles from Universal, Four Seasons, and Capri. We also have a gallery of Tommy Bahama and Lexington with styles designed for a relaxed approach to the finer things in life. We're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns, including all in-stock Lloyd Flanders 25% off. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Ooh, have a sunshine day. Sunshine Furniture.
Revive Vero Beach, located next to Anytime Fitness on Oslo Road and 27th Avenue, has everything you need to look and feel your best, including hormone replacement therapy, stem cell therapy, sexual wellness, weight loss, laser aesthetics, hair, tattoo, and skin spot removal, Botox and fillers, cryotherapy, comprehensive blood work, and everybody's favorite ozone and IV therapy. Refresh, renew, and revitalize yourself at Revive today. Call 772-492-6607. A member of the iTex trading community. Your iTex dollars are welcome.
Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so we've gone over some of the hotels, Costa de Este, we've gone over Kimpton. I've talked about the Islander Resort, which I love. That's at the corner of Camellia and Ocean Drive, right there across from Humiston Park and the Driftwood. The Driftwood is another hotel. This is the Driftwood Hotel, and it's called the Driftwood Inn and Resort. And Waldo's is the restaurant. So when people say Waldo's, but the Driftwood is actually the hotel. And frankly, this thing was built in like 1934. It was actually a home that had two buildings. And it was Elizabeth and Waldo Sexton. And they called this private beach house Breezeway because there was a breezeway between the two houses. There's still a breezeway with a big, long table, that big oak table that's out there. And the rooms start at $180 a night. Now, some of the rooms are old and kitschy, and they're kind of fun. I mean, there can be 2 bedrooms in there and this funky old kitchen. But they have a building that they built that's a 3-story with an elevator.
Right, they do.
And it's on the south side. They have 2 pools there. And the restaurant, the food is very good, and they have a lot of music, a lot of live music.
Totally live music.
It's right on the ocean. So, I mean, a lot of people will go and take their beach chairs there because if you're sitting on the beach, you can hear the bands.
You can.
You can't miss it. It's amazing.
It is.
So, and like I said, the rooms start at $180.
And that's really nothing in this day and age.
It
for
isn't.
something decent.
For something decent and oceanfront.
An oceanfront.
You're right there. And again, my point is you park your car and you never get back in it until you're driving home.
You
don't need it at all. So, I've got a day in the life. Here's your day. You wake up, Ocean, you're going to be one of these hotels, and you're going to walk over to Cravings. Cravings is this cute little restaurant, sandwich shop, ice cream store, breakfast, lunch, and snacks. They're actually open, I think, now until 8 o'clock, so you could get your dinner there. But you grab a cup of coffee, the line goes out the door, they have a little place to sit outside, and on the weekends, they'll have a guy strumming guitar, outside music. It's beautiful. And their croissants are amazing. I've tried them all over town. Cravings has the best ones, and they also do ones that have like raspberry or apple or cinnamon or whatever. So love that. Get your coffee and your croissant, walk back to the ocean, and enjoy your hotel. Sit by the beach, look at the water, enjoy that. The next thing you're going to do is you can either go to the farmer's market, walk around there, and pick up some goodies maybe for your hotel room. After you've got that, you go back, get in your bathing suit, your bikini, sit by the pool or the beach. As we said, you can rent a paddle board. Even if you're not staying at Costa, I think there's also one down by the Kimpton. Now, if you're walking down the beach, you can rent. You don't have to be at the hotel.
And you know what I think, too, also? In fact, I know there are ones that you can call up that come to the beach and rent it to you so you don't have to get it. Yeah, and they'll have that information at the hotel. So concierge will have that.
Yes.
Because I know there's a guy that does, more than one guy that does that.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So then you got there, you're enjoying your day. Now it's time for lunch, for a casual lunch. And Cindy and I were talking about this in the break. You walk over to Casey's.
Yeah.
Now, Casey's is a sandwich shop. You just walk up, you get it. It's definitely takeaway. But Casey's Burgers, everyone knows about it. They're Jim, and everybody loves the blackened chicken sandwich. It's so good.
I always forget about that.
I know, but you can get blackened chicken over salad, too, which I sometimes will get. I'm obsessed with the BLT.
Yep.
It's this big. Like, you can make 2 sandwiches from one sandwich, and then the hot dog. Someone told us about the hot dog one time. Jim and I got this hot dog, and it's grilled. It's so good. Like, I'm sorry.
You know who used to have a fabulous one, I'm sure they still do, is Bobby's. Their chili cheese dog was the best in the world, and it was like $3.
It's still good. It's the Belly Buster hot dog.
It was like $3
We still will. It's a little more expensive, but we'll order that as an appetizer for the Davis family and put it in the middle of the table and cut it up into pieces.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's like
you can't eat the whole thing.
No, it's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge.
But Bobby's was one of my, so then when we get to the dinner stuff.
Prime rib sandwich.
Real quick. Oh, the prime rib at Bobby's. Oh, my gosh. And the Grouper Reuben. I was telling Cindy about the Grouper Reuben.
I love it.
So dinner, there's some Italian restaurants around that are kind of casual. Pomodoro's great. Francesca's has a new outdoor patio area, which is really nice. Bobby's always a crowd pleaser. So,
and you know what? If you want to walk just real quick, Riverside on the weekends, I think it's every weekend. It's got the free music.
I know. We were at Riverside for lunch the other day.
I love it.
I know. Well, listen, guys, we're so glad that you came. If you have that day, I say stroll, sleep, and repeat. Just do the whole same thing another day. Pick different things. Thanks so much for coming. We're really glad you're here. Please be safe out there. Enjoy yourself and be good. We'll see you here next week. Bye-bye.